Good morning and welcome to our daily devotion. So today's devotion is going to be a little bit different because I want to camp out in the devotion that we did yesterday. Somebody asked me yesterday made a comment that, it's so easy for them to extend forgiveness and grace to their coworkers, but when they get home, they have the hardest time doing the same thing with their family members, people that they love dearly with all their heart and they lay down their own life for. But why is it so hard to extend grace to your family and, people that you love and care about? Well, I'm going to go over and reread the verse again. It says, "Do not judge, you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven." And that's Luke 6:37. And the whole premises of yesterday's devotion was about treating people the way that you want to be treated. But why is it so hard for us to do that with our own family sometimes? I think a lot of times it has to do with, they love you unconditionally, and that if you just lose it on them, they're going to still love you. But at the same time, I think sometimes within our hearts, it's hard to believe that somebody that loves us, supposed to love us, and, is close to us, would even hurt us to begin with. Why am I forgiving somebody in my family when they're supposed to love me and they're not even supposed to hurt me like that? Well, the old saying is true, you hurt the ones that you love the most because you feel the safest with them. And we feel safe with our families and stuff. But we do need to forgive and love our family. We need to extend the same grace that Christ extended to us. And it's not always easy, but what I would suggest is to take a deep breath, walk away, pray, and then forgive. And come back to that person and say, "I'm sorry. I love you with all my heart, and I'm so sorry that I hurt you." My brother and I have gotten in some good old ones. And, I love my brother with all my heart. We didn't always get along together. Matter of fact, we were like oil and vinegar. And, we still josh around, but it's not the same anymore. But it's so sad because it took the death of both of our parents before we became close. Now, I always knew I could depend on my brother if something happened and I needed him really bad. I'd pick up the phone and I'd call and he'd be there. But we didn't have a close personal relationship. And, it took the death of our parents to form that. So, my friends, this is, as I was responding to this person, I took the time to realize I want to come back and readdress this because don't let something catastrophic happen to get close to another family member. I think about all the wasted years that I had with my brother because I wanted to be right or he wanted to be right, and really neither one of us was right. I just think about all that wasted time. But it is true that we hurt the ones that we love the most, but we also need to forgive the ones we love the most more so. Because they are our family and they do love us. Shh. Dogs are active this morning. And just remember, forgive. Well, grace, mercy, forgive. Show them grace, the kind of grace that you'd want to be shown to you. Give them mercy, the same mercy that you beg God for when you mess up. And forgive them. like I said, it's not always easy. And I think some days when we're at work, we try to be good at work because, those people, we don't want them to see us getting upset and angry and stuff. So I think we hold it all in sometimes. And then when we get home, we just feel like we can just let it all spill out. And I think that's many times what we do. We just let all the garbage that we have built up at work spill all out at home. And unfortunately, our family and friends get it. And so just pray. When you leave work and you get home, and my friend knows who I'm talking to, when you leave work and you get home, on the way home, turn on a Christian music radio station, pray, and worship God from work to home. Anybody that has this problem, worship God from work to home. Set your mind on what God would do. Set your mind on loving your family and giving them the best of you. So, my friends, I'm sorry this is kind of a little bit different. Well, I'm not really sorry because, God used somebody's comment to prompt me to say this again today. Love each other like you want to be loved. Treat each other the way that you want to be treated. Show mercy and grace just like you want to receive it. And forgive the way that you want to be forgiven. If we did those things, then our lives would be so much happier, and there would be less problems and less fighting in this world. So I thought it bared enough importance to say it again. So thank you for watching this morning, my friends. And I actually have an emergency, Dollar Tree emergency kit thing coming out in just a little bit here. And in case some of you who watch my Keto Living, I'm not sure about that one today, but we're going to see. But just love each other, forgive each other, and do a random act of kindness today for someone. Surprise someone that is never expecting something from you. That's what I'm going to do today. All right, my friends, thank you for tuning in. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye.